Hey guys, how y'all doing? Okay. Okay, I think that'll stay. I know it's kind of like a weird angle, but it don't matter. Okay, so hey Tasha, what's up, girl? Did you get my text message? I texted you my address. So I'm just gonna put some makeup on and come chat with you guys. While I do that, I've been laying. I just got back from work and I've just been kind of chilling. Hey Liz, what's up, girl? Hey Krissy. And I've just been kind of chilling and I'm kind of down on myself, you guys. So I thought I'd come over here and talk to you guys about it. I am struggling a lot with my weight, you guys, and I guess I've just gotten to a point where I'm just like tired of being fat. You know what I'm saying? And hey Sonia. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself and like I feel uncomfortable in all my clothes. Like I feel like all my clothes are so tight across my breasts, in my belly. Like I hate when something's like up on my neck like that because I have a fat fucking face. Ugh. Anyway, I know what I have to do, so I'm just bitching. And I have lost weight and because I've been eating like a lot more healthier and I haven't been binge eating at night. So that's been helping me, but you guys, like, I have so much weight I need to lose that it just gets discouraging after a while. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have anybody to blame but myself. So I'm not mad at anybody else but me. You know what I mean? Like, it just pisses me off because when I got out of prison, I was the same size I am right now because I got fat eating all the prison food. And when I got out of prison, I went on this really like real big health kick, right? And I started walking like 3 or 4 miles every day, just walking. I wasn't running. I wasn't doing like hardcore cardio or anything like that. I was just getting out and walking. Okay, that's it. And I did it every day, 7 days a week. Every day when I would get off work, I would go walk, right? But along with walking, I was dedicated to eating. I would eat 1,200 calories a day, you guys. That's it. And I lost like 70 pounds in 6 months. So I know what to do. I know that the amount of calories that I'm taking in, I'm not burning them off. So that is the problem. Thanks, Tasha. I didn't even see it. Good job, girl. I'm not burning off the amount of calories that I'm taking in. So that's why your girl is struggling, because I need to get out and this is something some of you girls might struggle with when you get sober, is lack of motivation. All right. The things like lack of motivation, I was just telling you guys about this the other day, that I will go for like 2 weeks or a week where I'm like gung-ho motivated about everything. And then one day I'll just wake up and I'll be I'll be in a slump. And that's what's going on today. I'm having a hard time today. So but good job, Sonia. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to start doing. I'm going to have to start dedicating my time, stop being a lazy butt, and get out and exercise. Walk every day. If I'll just walk every day and watch what I eat, I will be fine. I will lose weight. Like, I know it. It's just getting there and starting. That's what it is. It's stopping the unhealthy eating and starting the healthy. This is the Fenty Beauty contour stick in mocha. Just getting there and getting started. That's what's always been my problem, is like, I'll start and then I'll just stop. I'll start and then I'll stop. Hey Rob, what's up? And so I've got to get more motivated. You know me, Rob. I'm just bitching about being fat. What's up with you, homie? Oh, you know me. Just bitching about being a chub. Oh, you getting ready for work? Oh, that's good. That's good. Work's always good. Work always makes me feel accomplished, you know? Oh, so I want to talk to you guys about this guy I watch on here on YouTube. And I think you guys are going to love him, especially you men. Okay? Thank you. I love you, Rob. You're always such a good person. You are so respectful and so sweet. I just really appreciate it. Okay, listen up, you guys. Do you guys like story times? I got a guy for you. Okay, so he was just on Death's channel, Lockdown 23-in-1. Well, now he has his own channel. Oh yeah, listen to me. So listen to these story times, you guys. This kid, his name is 1090 Jake. Jake is what I think his name is Jake. And he was over on 23-in-1, and he has a channel called End of Sentence. His channel, he just started it like 2 weeks ago, and he's already got 12,000 subscribers. Because Death, had him on his channel, and he shared his story on his channel. Hey, Danny. And it just blew this kid. This kid started a YouTube channel. And here's the thing. Death gave him a help up because he had him on his channel. But I'm going to tell you what. This guy, he can tell a story like no other. You guys have... I cried. He uploaded a video today about prison suicides. I cried my eyes out, man. Because this way he tells the story is just like... It flows. It's so good. And... it was a good story. So I messaged him on Instagram, you guys. Yeah, he's from South Florida, or he did time in South Florida. So I messaged him on Instagram and I was like, hey man, listen, I just got to tell you that your fucking story times make me cry. Like, they're so good, you guys, because they're like just raw. I mean, he's sharing his experience being locked up in Florida State Prison. And it just goes to show you like the horrible things that happen in prison and how they treat you like you're not a human being. And that's what they do when you're in there. If you're an inmate, they treat you like you don't matter. And so this kid is sober. The only thing he does is smoke pot, because I asked him, because I wanted to come over here and tell you guys about him. He smokes pot. But he used to be addicted to pills and guns. So that's how he got in trouble, was pills and guns. And so I asked him, I said, I'm going to go over and tell my channel about you, because I have a small channel compared to fucking 12,000 people. I wouldn't even know what to do. And, but I'm going to go tell my people about you. And I asked him if he was going to, hey, conscious objector in the ham, what's up? I like that name. I was asking him if he was going to do any addiction stories. And he said what he's doing right now is he's going through his prison vid story, right? And so he's telling the story, and then when he gets out, he's going to tell some stories about his addiction and stuff. But he's got experience on like AA and NA, because we were talking about it. I just DM'd him on Instagram. Who's losing their hair? Oh, Krissy is. So you guys, if you enjoy story times, this guy's channel is fixing to blow up. He's got a good, like, humble head on his shoulders. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not cocky, but he's confident, but he's not cocky. And he tells a story. It's just like, I don't know. He's an old soul is what I say. He's an old soul. I really like him. So I've been watching him since he was on Death's channel, because I always go over and watch Death's story times when he has people over on the channel from, you know, different prison areas. Well, then I wanted to tell you guys about, so you know how the girl that I did that collaboration with, she's pregnant. So whenever she gets to feeling better, she's going to put that video up, and then we're going to all go over there, and y'all are going to get to see me and her when she interviewed me and I told her my story, which was just such a like humbling experience, because I've never done a collaboration with somebody that has more subscribers than me. And that was just like, it was just such a nice thing for her to do, because when you have a channel that's larger and you like help somebody else out, you guys, it's really hard to get people to collaborate. So, you know, I messaged Tanya Ray. She's got like 50,000 subscribers. I messaged her about that crocodile thing and collaborating with her. And so we'll see what your girl comes up with. But I want to start doing stuff with other creators, you know, because I like this. I love YouTube, you guys. So I'm going to tell you guys, I know y'all have been asking about my laptop and my iPad. Okay, so my iPad, I dropped it off at Best Buy because a friend of mine that works for the Geek Squad, and he's over there just kind of putting some stuff on for me, so I can start, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start using that to record videos with, okay? He's putting some stuff on there so I can, and then he's going to show me how to make videos and then upload them onto YouTube over here, because your girl don't know how to do any of that. The only thing I know how to do, you guys, is come on here and do live streams, okay? Like, I have never edited a video in my life, and so I just want you guys to know that that's what's going on with that. So hopefully I'll be able to learn how to do that, and then we can start moving up on the content and doing better stuff. Yeah, that wallpaper though, so luxurious. Listen to me. You know, this is my mother-in-law's house. She used to live here before we did, and we rented this house from her. Thanks, Just Bronson. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That makes me feel good, because I try to do the best I can, you guys. I don't know that my editing or whenever I learn that stuff will be that great. I know. Well, listen, I'm still going to get a laptop too, Krissy. So I'm going to be doing all these. Which blush should I use, y'all? Well, I like to come on here and talk so much that I feel like editing is just going to take up so much time. And then I'll be over here doing live streams, you guys. So fuck it. That's right. Yes, we all do our makeup together. Okay, which one I'm doing, this little peachy color one. It's like a neutral peachy color. So anyway, I knew if I came on here, I would feel better talking to you guys. I always feel better. Okay, and then I'll put that middle one over it because it's got like a shimmer to it, you guys. Yeah, once I learn, it's going to be on. And you guys are all going through the process with me, you know? So we're going to just grow together. So how's everybody doing? Okay, so I know we talk about recovery all the time, but you guys know I got to bring it back to that. How's everybody doing with their sobriety? Is there anybody that's struggling? Anybody want to talk about it? I have a friend who has a channel, you guys. He uploads every morning. His channel's called Hopeless to Hopeful, and he's in recovery from heroin addiction, okay? And I'm going to share something with you guys, okay? he uploaded a video the other day, and it was about somebody had asked a question, right? Somebody had asked a question, and it said, do you ever feel like you're close to relapsing? Do you ever feel like you're close to relapsing? Okay, I think he's been sober for almost 2 years now. Okay, and so what he answered to that was, and this is what I want to answer, because I'm going to do the question too. So, do I ever feel like I'm just going to relapse? Okay. Now, here's the deal. If I'm aware of how I'm feeling, that's the first thing, you guys. If you're aware of how you're feeling, then you're in a good place. Because if you can say, okay, I'm feeling shitty. I don't feel right. I need to do something different, right? A lot of the times when we're struggling and we are like teeter-tottering between relapse and sobriety, it's because we don't even know what's going on. We don't know we're doing that, right? So if you are aware that that's what's going on in your mind, that's half the battle, okay? Self-awareness. So if you can become self-aware enough to start realizing when you're feeling some type of way, and here's the thing. You remember when you were younger, you guys, and in school, or if you went to a psychiatrist, they have that board where it shows all the faces, like happy face, sad face, mad face, bewildered, anxious, all the different feelings that you can feel. And then they have you pick which feeling that is that you're feeling. Okay, for a lot of us, we will think that we are feeling angry, or we will think that we are feeling anxious. But really the feeling behind that is fear, at least for me. A lot of the times there's an underlying feeling that we're not addressing. So for me, a lot of the reasons why I experience anxiety or I experience sadness or anger is because I'm afraid. I hate where I live. I come home from prison 3 years ago and meth took over. I don't like living in the invasion of the body snatchers anymore. I know that's right. And so here's the thing. You know what you got to do, girl? You got to start finding people that are sober to kick it with. Have you tried going to meetings yet? Yes. Okay. So those faces, you guys, we have to start identifying our real feeling, because a lot of times we just go with the first, like the surface feeling, but there's always something underneath that's going on, right? And so a lot of the times, if I'm feeling some type of way, it's because I'm threatened, okay? And we're going to talk about this later on, a couple chapters ahead in the big book, but I'm going to share it with you guys now, okay? Each human being has instincts, okay? We have instincts. We are sexual beings. We have sexual instincts. We have, financial instincts, like instincts where we want to get ahead in life. We want to be able to provide for our family. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like every human being is programmed or born with these instincts that are inside of us, right? And there's a social instinct of interacting with other human beings, having babies, having relationships. These are all instincts that we have, all right? And when one of those instincts is threatened, okay, then we act out. We retaliate, and that's what we're trying to get away from. So, okay, for instance, I'm going to use YouTube as an example. YouTube is like a big popularity contest, okay, guys? It's like going back to high school all over again. I'm just here to tell you my experience, all right? And what I try to do in my experience here on YouTube is just be cool. I like everybody. I want to meet everybody, right? I want to get to know everybody. I want to be in all the communities. That's how I was in high school. Like, I like people. Okay, so, but here on YouTube, let's just say content, all social media. Yes, exactly. They are. So let's talk about like creators stealing other people's content. I see that a lot. I see a lot of bigger creators take ideas from smaller creators and then not credit them. And so I want to talk about that. So I've had that done to me. I've put out a video before, and then a day or even less than 24 hours later, a larger creator put out a video about the very exact thing I put a video out about, okay? And y'all know that a lot of my videos are just chats like this. So for somebody to make the same video as me about the same things I'm chatting about, they have to like be watching my videos, right? Because I don't just title them so you're gonna know what it's about. A lot of the times it's just me talking shit over here. All right, so this person made a video, and it was the same exact video I just talked about in my video. And so at first I thought, oh, that's just a coincidence, and I didn't think anything about it, right? I just blew it off. Well, then it happened again. Okay, so I'm like, damn, this person's watching my stuff, and they're like making videos about the same thing I'm making videos about. It would be really cool if they would say, hey, I was heavily inspired by Nicole over at Real Talk Recovery, right? I think that she's got a really great channel, and I just want to shout her out. That's how I am, y'all. When I come over here and tell you guys about that, right? Well, people don't do that here. And so I started feeling very threatened. I started being offended. I was like, that's not cool. You know, like, at least give your girl a shout out. You ain't even got to link my channel. Just say, like, Nicole inspired me. I'm watching her videos, you know, and this person won't even admit that they watch videos. Well, it is a flattering thing, but it's not whenever you see somebody that's got 200,000 subscribers and you got 1,000 and you're like, damn, just shout me out, homie. You know what I'm saying? But this is what I had to learn, is that I just got to keep on doing what I'm doing, and I can't let it be about how many people are watching me. As long as I stay focused on on my delivery and what I'm speaking about and believe in what I'm talking about, everything else will fall into place. Okay? But it's frustrating because I wouldn't make a YouTube channel if I didn't want it to grow, you guys. Of course I want it to grow. I would love this to become an opportunity for me to be a peer support specialist and have my own recovery coaching job, right? And so it hurts sometimes, and I get really excited. Hey Lisa, where have you been? Especially the Big Book Study and Map Meetings Center. Oh my God, Lisa, I love you, girl. Where have you been? We've been missing you over here. You guys, Lisa was the very first person I moderated besides Bama Chick. And Lisa's been with me for a long time. She went on MIA for a little bit, but then she came back, so we're all cool. And you guys, like, when you don't comment and I don't see you, like, I wonder where you're at, just so you know. Like, I see you guys' names. Like, I know who y'all are. So don't think that you're not important to me, because you are. Each one of you guys are important to me, and I'm so grateful to have you guys. But let's get back to the instincts. Okay, so when I saw this other person, like, making the same videos about me and then not crediting me, my instincts started to get threatened, right? First of all, my financial instinct, because I thought, you know, hey, anyway, because this is a way to make money. Hey, J. Crew, what's up? Hey, Raw. Okay. And then my social instinct, because I thought, what, do they not think I'm good enough to shout me out? You know, am I not good enough to be in their clique? Right. And so these are the kind of things that I'm talking about, that deep down inside, we get affected, and at first it might seem like anger, but it's fear for me. I'm afraid. I'm like, damn, you know, nobody's going to want to come over here and be with me at my channel, right? You want a lipstick on you now? What does he mean? So Anyway, that's just an example of how our instincts get threatened as human beings, right? And so in the Big Book, it talks about how when our instincts are threatened, we will retaliate and hurt other people without thinking, right? And so that is what I'm talking about. Now that I'm sober and I'm thinking about things and I'm trying to do the right thing, I'm more aware of the feelings that I'm feeling inside, you guys. And I'm not just going, you know what? I know, Layla, it hurts, doesn't it? And it's like, just shout me out, homie. So anyway, I will always, always, always shout somebody out, you guys. If I make a video that's inspired by somebody else's video, y'all better believe I will tell you who it is. And that's why I wanted to come over here and tell you guys about that guy, End of Sentence, because that his channel and the way he tells stories is so inspiring to me that the way the story flows, it's so good. But I've really tried to do my due diligence. Hey, Michelle, where you been? I've been MS. All right, I'm glad you're here, girl. So if you're a smaller creator and I watch your videos, I will absolutely shout you out, okay? I will never not shout you out. I share people's, if you guys aren't aware of this, I have a community tab. I share people's channels over on my community tab. If I find a video that I just think is the bomb, I put it over there on my community tab, you guys. So, myself, you can't control others. Just know you're doing great. Yeah, so, but it doesn't make it hurt less, you guys. It doesn't make it bother you less. You know, just like, so that's the thing. If you start making videos, y'all will understand what I'm saying, because I didn't understand what people were talking about before. And I know, even though my videos, y'all, I know that I just come on here and I talk to you guys, right? But this is what I enjoy other people's videos. I love people who are just talking to me like I'm their best friend, chilling out in the bathroom with them, doing my makeup, right? Like, that's what I look for in videos. So whenever I make videos, I just try to come on here and connect with you guys. That's why I like reading your comments. That's why I like messaging with you guys and emailing back and forth with you guys. So I really want to get to know the people who are watching my videos. Now, my videos that I do are surrounded around the big book. Those videos right there are everything to me, you guys, because I love helping other people learn about the disease of addiction. That is my passion, okay? That is my passion, is helping other people, whether you're an addict, an alcoholic, or a loved one who has somebody in your life who's addicted, and you're watching my channel and you're trying to learn about the disease. I love helping others learn about the disease of addiction. You guys, we're fixing to do a really pretty eye. Y'all are it's gonna be purple and orange. You did. I love you. God, you're so crazy. You know what? Is that you? Am I the first live stream you've ever commented on? But my passion is helping other people and educating other people about the disease of addiction. And I want people to understand that addiction isn't something that, I feel like this is what I think a lot of people who don't understand addiction think. I think a lot of people think that addiction is just a lack in values and morals and a lack of self-control. Okay? I think that people think that addiction is something that a person chooses. Okay? I think that they think we choose to be addicts and that this is the way we want our lives to be. Because a lot of the times, a lot of people will see a person who's in active addiction and they'll think, well, that person is doing all these things to get high. They must enjoy being like that, right? No. There might be some people, you guys, who enjoy getting high or being in active addiction. But I would probably bet $100 that most people who are in active addiction are struggling, they're misunderstood. let's kind of piggyback off of what we were talking about the other night in the big book study. Okay, so you know how in that chapter there is a solution. It talks about how, remember my favorite part, that we cannot bring into our minds with sufficient enough force the memory of a week or a month ago and the horrible, debilitating, embarrassing suffering and humiliation that we went through due to our addiction. Okay? And then when we get sober, right? And we're doing good. Like right now, I've been sober for almost 4 years, you guys. Life is going good. And then that thought comes into my mind, because it still does. Hey, it'd be nice to have a drink or have a pill. Okay? When those thoughts come into my mind, it's because I'm only remembering the good stuff. Okay? I'm only remembering the feel-good feelings. I'm only remembering, hey, Danny, okay, girl, I'll see you later. I'm only remembering. Oh, and listen, if you don't have a moderator wrench behind your name, do not take it offensively, because I know, Danny, what I'm doing is I have really dialed back down the moderators, you guys. There's like probably 8 to 10 moderators now. I used to have 20, okay? And it was just getting to the point where it's like, I want the moderator thing to be for people that can be here a lot during the chat, which if you can't, I understand. And that will come in here and will lock and load and be ready to, okay? So that's why I kind of change things around a little bit. So don't even think that it's like anything personal, okay? But, okay, back to what I was talking about. So when our minds think back to our drug of choice, okay, I want you guys to right now, while you're sitting with me, I want you to think back to your drug of choice, meth, whatever that is, heroin, meth, okay? And what's the first thought that comes into your mind when you think about your drug of choice? Okay, so I'm going to tell you what my first thought is. When I think about my drug of choice, the very first thought that comes into my mind is the euphoria that I felt on the first shot that I ever did of my drug of choice. Okay, now, that's because my mind, even though I've been sober and away from that drug, you guys, sorry about that, y'all. My phone froze up. Are you here? Tell me if you're here. Okay, so even though I've been away from my drug of choice for almost 4 years, here's what happens, you guys. My mind, for some reason, and I've tried this over and over and over again, so I've been experimenting with this thinking, okay? Even though I've been away from my drug of choice for so long, for some reason, my first thought when I think about those drugs is always a feeling that is a good feeling for some reason. Now, I am practicing associating losing my child with drugs. And so that is what I have been practicing thinking about when I think about using, okay, or when I think about my drug of choice. I've been practicing losing my son. But I have to practice training my brain to go to that memory. I'm telling you guys right now, because a lot of the times my mind goes back to the good stuff for some reason. And you might not be that way, but a lot of people are like that, and that's why they talk about it in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. They talk about how it's so easy to forget, okay? It's so easy to forget the bad times, and it's so easy to forget, the fact that, hey, George, when we get high, we lose everything, guys. And so that's why now I have to practice bringing that thought into my mind. It's not my first reaction, you guys. And even though I've been sober for a little bit, it's still not not my first thought. And so I'm practicing, right? Going there with my mind. And I'm telling you guys right now, it's all practice, okay? That's what sobriety is about. Repetition, doing the same thing, practicing. Practicing changing your thinking, okay? Practicing meditating on good, positive thoughts, okay? Practicing on being grateful, okay? Practicing on reaching out and calling your sponsor, mentor, or accountability partner, okay? All these things are things that we have to practice because our minds don't automatically go to those things, all right? And that's just because for so many years, we practiced getting high. So of course, when we get sober, we have to practice doing the sober stuff. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? Do y'all understand me? Am I making sense to you guys? Because I hope I am. And I have just now started to understand this about myself and my disease. Now, for a long time, you guys, when I first got sober, I didn't understand this stuff. I did not understand it at all. I didn't know what they were talking about. But I'm telling you right now, if you get involved in a AA or an NA, you're going to learn. And you're going to learn about the disease of addiction. Or if you start taking some classes, peer classes that they do now, you're going to learn about your disease. And that's really important. Okay? If you want to fight your addiction, you got to learn about it. All right? It's kind of like whenever we're if the doctor's going in to fight cancer. Well, they're not just going to give you the chemo without finding out what kind of cancer you have, right? Because in order to target that disease, they have to find out what kind it is so that way they can give you the appropriate treatment. It's the same thing with addiction. We have to find out about our addiction so we can get the appropriate treatment. A lot of the times it's just easy to forget, or to think that there's one size fits all. And that's why I feel like for a long time, addiction treatment people have struggled, is because for a long time there was like this one size fits all mentality, and that if you weren't doing it this way, then that wasn't the right way to get sober, right? And so a lot of people would struggle with back and forth relapse because there was like this, oh, well, if you're not doing it this way. Like I saw a meme today, you guys, on Instagram. I follow this guy who he always is putting up drug addiction memes, which they're funny sometimes, but sometimes they piss me off. So he put up this meme today, and it was about Suboxone. It's always about Suboxone or methadone. I mean, always. Because people who get sober without medically assisted treatment, they feel like they're superior to people who don't. It's in my experience, that's what I've noticed. So this meme was a doctor, and it said, oh, you're addicted to opiates? Well, I'm just going to prescribe you an opiate so that way to get you off of those other opiates. Okay? Suboxone and methadone are a tool to help you rebuild your life, and so it's so upsetting sometimes because I know that people who are new in their recovery are seeing that stuff, and they probably get so discouraged, you guys, because I know I used to be one of those people who would see those memes and it would really discourage me. I would think, is that what people in AA and NA think about us? Is that what they think? They think that, we're not sober and we're not trying and we don't care and we're not serious about our recovery, right? And so that's why I started, the craziest thing about me is, that's why I started doing MAP support groups over here on my channel, you guys, because I know so many people who are on methadone or Suboxone or whatever the medically assisted treatment is, we're struggling with not being accepted into recovery. And so that pissed me off. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start my own thing. So I don't know how we got on this topic, but when I see people that are putting memes, you guys, I just think, don't be irresponsible. Remember what we were talking about the other day? And sometimes we have to think about, and listen, I don't have to look at it, okay? So there's my part. But this is what I have to say. You were once in early recovery, okay? I was once, early in my recovery. And I'm going to tell you guys something right now. When I first started out and I saw those kind of memes, I would cry my eyes out, okay? I watched a guy that was only on kratom and a doctor wrote him Suboxone. Really? Well, he probably couldn't get off the kratom and he was going through withdrawal, and so the doctor probably wanted him to get on something that he could monitor him on. Because that's the thing. At least with medically assisted treatment, you're being monitored by a doctor, you guys. Do you understand? And so that's why a lot of doctors will put you on so they can help you, they can taper you down and get you off. This eye is looking so fly. And so, listen, girl, I know people, and listen, you guys, that this is why I'm telling you guys about medication-assisted therapy. Everybody is different. I know people who have gotten on Suboxone who just had a Vicodin habit, okay? And they're on Suboxone now. Suboxone is 10 times stronger than Vicodin, but they can be monitored by their doctor and they can be in a program, a recovery program. So, everybody's situation and the reason why they get on the medication is different. I said the same thing to my doctor because we were all in group, and there was a girl in there who was talking about being on, who just got on Suboxone, and she said that she had a $10 a day or a 10 pill a day habit, right? And I thought, well, why is she on Suboxone? Isn't that so much stronger than what she was already going through? But there I am, judging somebody else's journey. You know what I'm saying? And to us, it might seem like that's not a good road to go. But the doctors can monitor the patient. You know what I mean? And so that's why it's so important for me, not to judge somebody else, and what they're on. Because listen, if somebody's addiction was 10 oxys a day and that to them was their worst and worst experience, then who am I to judge that wasn't so terrible for them? You know what I'm saying? Just because my dumb ass went out and started shooting dope doesn't mean that somebody else wasn't struggling just as hard as I was. And I have to remind myself that, you guys, because a lot of the time I get stuck in this box of thinking that someone else's addiction cannot be as serious because they don't shoot up, which is just not the case. A lot of people don't use the needle and their addictions are just horrible. It's just easy to look at other people and compare our journey because we're not in their shoes. And I know because I do it too. It's just human. I think sometimes it's just, it's like in our minds to do that. And so, but I'll tell you this, I've met some people who were on pills who were just as, they was junkies just like me, only they didn't shoot up. They were pill heads. And you couldn't, they were high with a thing of pills in their hand, y'all. And so it's like, sometimes I think we just get caught up in thinking that it's not as serious if somebody's not, shooting or something, but it's serious. All addictions, guys, you know what I mean? All addiction sucks. And if you don't have to be doing your addiction, I'm proud of you because it sucks, right? If you get sober, here's the thing. So sure, the severity or whatever of what you were going through might have been different than me. But when we get sober, we're all on level playing ground. Okay? It's hard to get sober. Or it takes work to get sober. All right? Let's say that. It's not difficult. It's actually simple, but we make it hard on ourselves, you guys. We make it difficult. We don't take suggestions, right? And so when we're sitting there not taking suggestions and stuff and making it hard on ourselves, right? Girl, I sent you the video of Project Unbroken, remember? I was snorting my pills and seriously thinking about banging them. Wasn't doing it anymore. I know. That's usually what happens, girl, is it's just like it stops working, you know? Y'all, I just painted my face. My nose. Hold on, there's crust in my nose. Okay. So we're all on level playing field when we get sober, right? We're all trying to stay clean and get our lives back together. And that's what brings us together, is that we're all going towards the same goal, right? Getting our lives back, staying sober, staying on track, right? And yeah, girl, I remember the video that they put up about Suboxone and pregnancy, which I'm so glad they did that, because so many people judge. It's like, if you just don't judge, all right? If somebody gets pregnant and they're on Suboxone, then fuck it. They got to do what they got to do. Hello. Hung up on me, yo. Okay. So anyway, can y'all hear me? I hope so. I just love chatting with you guys and doing makeup. It like literally just calms me down. Did y'all saw how upset I was earlier, and now I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling, and I feel so much better. Did you guys see the bag? I have to go onto his website and pay for that. Her Opiate Fix made my sister a computer bag. Really? Seduction. Okay, so I've done that one time, and I didn't get it. Terrible. It was like the worst. I don't even remember getting a feeling from it. It was so nasty and thick. Ooh, girl, it was thick. The only time I abused Suboxone, you guys, was right when I got out of prison in 2010. Suboxone is an opiate replacement medication, or an opiate medication-assisted therapy. And what it is it is a partial opioid agonist. Opioid agonist, I think is what it is. Y'all tell me what the word is. And what it does is it attaches onto your opioid receptors in your brain. And that way, if you were wanting to go get high on something else, like heroin or, partial agonist, there you go, then it would stop you from being able to get high on any other opiates. It blocks that opiate from getting in there. So a lot of people who are addicted to opiates get on the medication to help with withdrawal and also to keep them from being able to use other things. And it's been really successful in helping people who are addicted to heroin and fentanyl get their lives back together, get sober and all that good stuff. I actually am on Suboxone, and I am tapering. I'm down 4 milligrams, and I'm documenting my taper here on my channel. And so that's why you'll see like some videos on here that say Suboxone taper update, because I was put on the medication and used it to, like I said, get my life together. And that's the thing, you guys, like if you're a heroin addict and you're struggling in active addiction, you guys, and you want to get help but you don't know how to, and you think, oh well, I'm going to try Suboxone, let me just tell you something. Don't get on Suboxone and think that it's going to cure you, because you have to do work. Suboxone is just going to keep you from feeling sick and keep you from getting high. And that's if you take it as prescribed. Because some people will abuse it and not even take it right and divert it, And so it's all on you what you want to do. Subutex is just Suboxone without naloxone in it. So naloxone is in Suboxone to keep people from abusing it, okay? And so, like, to keep people from shooting it up. And so what it does is some people get on Subutex because they're allergic to Suboxone, because they're allergic to the naloxone. A lot of people have an allergy to it, and they'll have like really bad migraine headaches, or it will like make a burn hole in the underneath of their tongue. I know people that have that problem for. And so it's just a way to treat opiate addiction. And it's probably one of the most widely used medications to treat opiate addiction or opiate dependence. And that's why you have to get to work and do recovery stuff to get sober and change your life, because you can get on medically assisted treatment, you guys, and you can still, do stuff you're supposed to do. You can still get high on other drugs, right? And so that's what will happen too a lot of the times is people will get on Suboxone or Subutex, and this is it, God. And it'll start helping them address their opiate addiction, but they'll start taking other drugs in place of where they were missing that opiate. And so then they just shift from opiate addiction to like methamphetamine or crack. You know what I mean? And so it's so important that if you get on one of the things that you get into some kind of treatment program. But anyway, I'm going to charge my phone up. I just wanted to come on and chat with you guys while I did my makeup. The boys are on their way home, and we're probably going to go out and do something fun. So I love you guys so much. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Stick around. We talk about recovery from addiction. I share my life with you, and we just kick it over here. It's laid back, and I love getting to know you guys. So like I said, if you want to talk with me personally, just email me, and I will send you my number so we can talk. Okay? All right. What? Being here talking to you all, watching Nicole's videos gave me strength. I never got up early, but I did today and went to the methadone clinic, and just my luck, booked no room for me. I'll try next week again. You can do it, Seduction. Listen to me. You can do this. All right? We love you, and you are part of our family. Okay? I want you to call them today, right now, when I get off the phone with you. Call them and set up an appointment so that way you can have a place to go in, okay? And if you can't get in there, call another place. Email me. Would you love to send you my phone number so we can talk and stuff? Or we can just email back and forth. But I got you, okay? I love you guys. And like I said, I hope you guys have a great night. I also, so my Patreon girls. I'm going to make a video today for Patreon that's specifically about those podcasts we've been listening to. And I want you girls to know, this is what helps me, you guys. Like when I'm struggling when I'm struggling with my recovery, or I'm feeling some type of way, I put in recovery content and I listen to it while I'm at work. And it really helps me get my focus back, okay? Sometimes I need a constant reminder, that I got to stay sober. I can't ruin my life. And so these podcasts and things help me. So I hope they help y'all too. So I'm going to make a video about that, and I'll put that up on Patreon. Okay? I love you guys, and I hope you have a great day.